If there were only one practice that I would suggest everyone brings into the new year to really offer us the greatest possibility of finding and holding on to that joy, that peace, that love, that meaning in life, that fulfillment, which we are all looking for. That practice I would suggest is a practice of gratitude. Gratitude is perhaps the most powerful spiritual practice because it brings us automatically into the awareness of the fact that our lives are so blessed. Gratitude shifts our mindset. Most of us live in a mindset of lack. I don't have enough. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough success. I don't have enough fun in my life. I don't have enough popularity. I don't have enough love in my life. When we live in that experience of lack, we suffer. We think we don't have enough, whatever it may be. Gratitude shifts our focus. It automatically brings us into a mindset of abundance. Abundance and prosperity are not actually what you have. They are how you feel about what you have. One of the most beautiful lessons that I learned when I came to India was just that. There were people who had almost nothing, who lived so far below the Western standards of poverty. And yet, all they wanted to do was give. They wanted to feed you. They wanted to give you things. They wanted you to come home for tea and coffee or cold drink or snacks or meals. They had almost nothing, but their hearts were so full of gratitude for what they had that their felt sense experiences one of abundance, of prosperity. Whereas for so many of us, we have so much, but our felt sense experience is lack. We're comparing ourselves to others saying, I don't have as much as this one, or I don't have something that's as nice as that one. Whether it's a career, whether it's a spouse, whether it's children, whether it's a home or a car, a figure, an income, a following on Instagram or Facebook, whatever it may be, as we compare to what others have in a way where we feel like we are the ones with less, we suffer. We move through the world in this experience of not-enoughness. And gratitude is the fastest and easiest way to turn that around. It takes you from feeling not enough to an automatic experience of fullness, of wealth, of prosperity. I remember being with these people in India at the beginning, and somebody would say something about them being poor. And they'd say, no, we are not poor. Those people over there who have less than we do, they are poor. We are not poor. So instead of comparing upward and feeling like you don't have enough, they were comparing downward to people who had less than they did and feeling such gratitude. And that gratitude, I think, is what filled them with such joy. It was something that impacted me so deeply because I thought, my God, I come from a world surrounded by people who have everything, but they don't have the level of contentment, of joy, of bliss, of peace that I was seeing everywhere when I came to Rishikesh. And so I took a really powerful lesson from that. And today, 26 plus years later, I've come to realize even more powerfully the role that gratitude plays. And of course, now we have all of the science, the research, psychology showing us that actually the way that most of us think about happiness and gratitude is opposite. Most of us think, well, okay, see, here's these things I want. When I get those things I want, then I'll be happy. And when I'm happy, then I'll be grateful. But science actually shows that it's the exact opposite. That it's not that having what you want brings happiness that then makes you grateful. But it's actually gratitude itself. A practice of gratitude itself brings happiness. The more grateful we are, the happier we are. Not the more we get what we want, then we're happy, then we can find gratitude. Gratitude practices bring happiness. And so I would recommend a simple practice. If you can do more than this, great, but begin simple. Every morning before you get out of bed, think of 5 things you are grateful for. Just 5. Do you have eyes that open? Can you actually see out of them? Do you have legs that you can use to walk to a bathroom? Do you have a tap out of which running water pours? And that water is clean, drinkable, plentiful? Do you have food in your fridge, on your table, somewhere in the house, in a store that you could get it from whenever you need it? Do you have someone you love who loves you in your bed, in your home, in your life, somewhere in the world? Do you have freedom to worship God however you would like, by whatever name, whatever form, whatever practices you would like, or not to worship at all? Do you have freedom to love whomever you would like, in whatever way you would like? If you've got even those basic things that I just listed, you are more fortunate than the overwhelming vast majority of people on the planet. And most of us have so much beyond that. Think of all you have to be grateful for. Every day, as you lie in bed, do you have a warm blanket in the winter? Do you, oh my God, have actually a hot water heater so that you may actually have a hot bath rather than just the blessing of a bath at all? Do you have a choice of things to eat? Do you have the option to stay home when you're sick and not feeling well and not actually have to go into work in order for there to be food on the table? I mean, just think on these basic levels. And then, of course, go beyond that. What else do you have you can be grateful for? Get as creative as you can. Did you get a good night's sleep last night? Were you able to sleep in today without having to wake up super early to punch a time clock somewhere to put food on a table? The possibilities are literally infinite. But start your day with 5 of them, and then end your day with 5 of them. What in that day are you grateful for? So many of us at the end of the day, we feel like, oh God, I can't believe I said that stupid thing, or I did that stupid thing, or that I made a mess of this or a mess of that. Or I can't believe that this person hurt me, treated me in this way or that way. Most of us go to sleep with some level of disappointment or longing that the day could have been different. We could have been different. people around us could have been different. If you end your day with gratitude, it will change how you think about the day. It'll change the whole mindset of how that day went. So that as you go to sleep, your take on your day is totally different. Instead of being one of disappointment and regret, it's one of joy and gratitude and abundance. That is how to bring abundance into your life. It's not about only getting a new job or creating a new career or actually making more money. Those things may certainly be part of it. But abundance is a mindset. Abundance is how we feel about what we have. So use these practices in the morning to change how you feel about the coming day. And at the end of the day, to change how you feel about the day that just left. And if you just bring these two practices into your day, it'll change you. It'll change your connection to the divine, to the universe, to those around you, because you'll realize how incredibly grateful you are for those around you in whatever capacity they may be. It'll change everything. So let's bring this beautiful practice into the new year. That's what brings rest to us. Rest is not just, I put my feet up with a cup of hot tea and I don't go to work or I don't turn on my device. Rest is internal. Rest is that which we experience in the mind when it stops grabbing and grasping and pushing away. When it stops comparing and contrasting and judging. And a practice of gratitude brings that rest to the mind. So let's practice it together as we rest in our own selves together. Sending you all so much love from these holy banks of Mother Ganga. I'm so grateful for all of you.